Randy Orton cuts a hell of a promo. AJ Styles vs Samoa Joe match set at Summerslam. Becky Lynch vs Carmella match set at Summerslam. And Miz vs Brand feud is awesome. So I'm Himanshu Sharma. This is Mortal Monster Wrestling, and this is my Smackdown live review, and we are starting right now. Wait a minute. Where are you going? Huh? Listen to my beautiful voice and just enjoy this show and comment below your ratings out of 10 for this show. Start right now. So the show started with a limo coming out, and then Ms. Maurice and their baby daughter came out of it. Monroe Sky, the opening band at WrestleMania, according to Jack the Jobber. So yeah, then we got Randy Orton in the ring for the opening promo, and he cut a hell of a promo. He just shoot from his mouth, and he said that, you know what, why attack Jeff Hardy? It has to do nothing with the 10-year-old feud. It has to do nothing with Jeff Hardy defeating Randy Orton at Backlash. I think it was Backlash, for the US title. It was nothing about that. It was because of you fans. You fans made me do this because you did. I've been busting my ass for 16 years, and you didn't care about me. Is it because I don't put my body on the line and do high spots and on the table, or do I not or do I not use a hand gesture, a shot at the Bullet Club, or do I not act crazy like Jeff Hardy, or do not I change my merch every time like John Cena? What is it? And then he said that he didn't train among the in front of hundreds of people. He was given in this business, and he was watched by millions of people, and he trained with the best people, and he was the legend killer when he started his career, but now he is the legend, and the true legend killer are these people, but he's not gonna killed by these people, and they can remember him by one name, and that is RKO, and he is gonna beat each and every one of their heroes, and Jeff Hardy is the one that these people like, and I'm gonna destroy Jeff Hardy's ass. This was a great promo. Randall Keith Horton came as great in this promo. I loved it. This is one of the best promo he has cut in quite some time. Yes, in quite some time. You would say that he was also a heel in 2013. That heel turn was bad. That was not good of a heel turn. That was actually a boring time to be a WWE fan, and I was a fan at that point. So yeah, it was. This promo was actually very good. This promo was very good. Randy Orton is showing a new fire in him, and I think when he shoots from the mouth and he shoots from his heart, he's the best. And I think he's gonna get interested in these matches too. So let's see what happens. Actually, there will be an intensity. Actually, there will be some kind of intensity in the match at least, and it will be a triple threat match. So Nakamura, yes, he is in this feud. We're gonna talk about that later. So next up, we got ourselves Alexander Rusev, the Bulgarian Brute, versus El Idolo Andrade Cien Almas La Sombra. This match went for 9 minutes and 10 seconds. It was going on a fun match. I would like to see a Almas Rusev match at a pay-per-view when they go for 15 to 20 minutes. That will be a hell of a match. And this was good when Lana and Vega just started to bicker about each other, and then Vega just slapped Lana, and then they both brawled, and English tried to save them, but Zelina Vega just shoved English on Lana. Lana fall down, and Rusev was distracted, but then Almas hit a hammerlock DDT on Rusev for the win. So yeah, it was good. Some people will say why Rusev lost. Rusev can lose, but Almas cannot lose. Because why? Because Almas has already lost to AJ the Smackdown live episode last week. But Rusev has also lost to AJ Styles at Extreme Rules. How dare you say that? But Rusev is already not that over in terms of WWE booking. I'm not saying he's not over in terms of fans' eyes. He's not that over in terms of WWE booking. And Almas cannot take another loss because he has been here for like 3 to 4 months, and he has done nothing, so he needs this win. So yeah, next up we got R-Truth backstage, and well, he is employed by WWE, and we got to find out that his opponent tonight is Samoa Joe. and he's gonna get killed. Well, he actually looks good, great for a 46-year-old man. Black don't crack, man. So next up we got backstage segment with Rusev, with Lana and Aiden English talking to each other and just bickering that it was not my fault, it was not my fault, and it was bullshit. Actually, the angle looked some kind of like the Elizabeth, Hogan, and Savage angle, where Hogan, but I know English didn't hold Lana on his hands and took her to backstage, but still it kind of looked like that. Maybe we will see a heel English here. Roles will be changed here. Rusev will be the face. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but yeah, it's kind of fascinating though. And Rusev said that he doesn't need any one of you. He wants to be alone. Let's see what happens. I don't think Lana will turn heel on Rusev when he said this, but Aiden English can, because Aiden English has tried everything to get Rusev over, and now Rusev doesn't need him. So yeah, it will be a heel turn. So next up we got Samoa Joe versus R-Truth in a 55-second squash match. Yeah, it was basically what it was, and it was actually good because yeah, you need Samoa Joe to win. R-Truth had a fiery comeback, but he was led out by Samoa Joe. I wish Samoa Joe would use Muscle Buster again. I miss that thing. I hope he uses that to win the championship against AJ Styles, because the coquina clutch doesn't work. I don't think any main eventer or any pay-per-view that Samoa Joe has put anyone in the clutch has tapped out in the first time. Like Samoa Joe has put that guy in the clutch for the first time. They usually counter that somehow, and they usually use the ropes. He has never tapped out someone on the pay-per-view with the coquina clutch in the first attempt. I personally think so. I don't remember. So next up we got ourselves Asuka versus Billie Kay in a 1 minute 45-second match. It was nothing, and they just continue to bullshit about that Evolution pay-per-view. See, I don't hate it, but they make me want to hate it. So yeah, it was fine. And yeah, Asuka, that was a much needed victory for Asuka, but it didn't do anything for Kay, it didn't do anything for Asuka, it didn't do anything for Royce. Yeah, Asuka has been ruined, and yes, she has been ruined. Oh God, the mighty have fallen. The streak was not good, they said. Asuka will not be ruined by one loss, they said. Look what happened now. Fuck off, you WWE marks. So next up we got ourselves Nakamura backstage promo, and he's made fun of Jeff Hardy. So we got so Nakamura is in this feud with Jeff Hardy and Orton, and it will be a very fun match, because if Nakamura would have been in the feud with someone else, that is Almas, it had pre-show written all over it. As good as the match would have been, it would have pre-show written all over it. At least Randy Orton is here, so, and in Randy Orton's contract it is clearly written that he's not for pre-show, and Randy Orton is actually on fire, so that will make them on the main roster, and it will be a fun and exciting match. So next up we got the Page revealing who will be AJ's opponent. So they again bicker about the Evolution pay-per-view, and then Ellsworth came out and said that he already beat AJ Styles 3 times and he deserves a shot, and 4th time is the charm. And AJ Styles said, nope, get the fuck out of here. And Paige says that I'll fuck you up, motherfucker. No, she didn't say that. But then the security came out and Paige fired Ellsworth. Paige fired Ellsworth. Yeah, she did. And it was fine. They took Ellsworth out of the arena, and then Paige just kicked Ellsworth's ass, literally. And Ellsworth is out. I think Ellsworth's contract is done, and now Carmella will be without Ellsworth. Ellsworth was just there to screw Asuka, because Vince doesn't like Asuka and he somehow wants to screw her. Fuck Vince. And then as that was going on, Samoa Joe just came from behind and choked AJ, and it was fun. And then he signed the contract, and backstage he met with Paige, and Paige says, what the fuck was that, Joe? What the fuck? But Joe said, no, what I did was phenomenal. Get out of my face, whore. I mean, he didn't say that, and I didn't mean anything to say like that too. So yeah, it was fun. It's mouth-watering seeing AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe at Summerslam. I hope the build-up is great, and I hope they don't do AJ versus Nakamura out of this feud. So let's see what happens. Next up, we got ourselves um, Becky Lynch versus Carmella in a 7-minute 5 seconds match. It was a fun match. I mean, it was the best Carmella match in like 30 years, and Becky Lynch carried her. One more thing is that now Ellsworth is gone. Carmella can't cheat that much because she did use some shenanigans of cheating, but that didn't work for her. And Becky Lynch just beat her with the disarmer. And now Becky Lynch will face Carmella at SummerSlam for the Smackdown Live Women's Championship, and the straight fire Becky Balboa is going to win that championship. I hope so. So next up we got ourselves SD Live Tag Team Tournament match between Sanity versus New Day. This match went for 7 minutes and 30 seconds. A fun match nonetheless, and Sanity lost. They don't give a shit about Sanity. I think Sanity has been the worst call-up of all time. Yeah. Actually, I'm correct. I'm sticking to this fact. Why? Because at least guys win their first 5 to 10 matches when they debut on the main roster, whether it's with jobbers or with main eventers or anything. Sanity just lost their first match on the main roster, and this is the second loss, I think third loss, and Alexander Wolf took the pin with the Midnight Hour. And yeah, what when can we expect? And we just saw the Wild Bar coming out. Yeah, Bar appeared, and with the football t-shirts, those t-shirts looked amazing. And yeah, let's see what happens. Usos were on commentary and they were funny. So yeah, this was a fine segment. And next up we got ourselves Miz and Maurice segment, and they gave a whole segment to promote a show, and they couldn't do it with 205 live. But yeah, this was good. This was actually good. And the Miz had the baby in front of him, like I don't know what to call it, and if the baby was hanging on the Miz, it was fun. They were promoting the event, and Maurice again said something about the Evolution pay-per-view. It was fun, but then Miz said that his daughter fell asleep after he mentioned Daniel Bryan's name. And then Daniel Bryan backstage rolled a clip in which it was Miz disachievements and all that shit. And then Daniel Bryan came out, and the security tried to stop him, but Bryan beat their asses. And then as soon as he get into the ring, Miz just threw his daughter on Daniel Bryan. But Daniel Bryan caught her, and it was actually a dummy. And then Miz just big booted Daniel Bryan, and then hit him with a skull crushing finale, and then again promoted his show. So yeah, this was a fine segment, and this was a fun episode of SmackDown Live. I personally would give it a 7 out of 10. So yeah, it was fun, and this was my SmackDown live review. Thank you guys, and have a nice day.